Hi, Todd. Good to have you here in Lean Kanban, India.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, how are you finding Lean Kanban India so far? And what made you come to Lean Kanban India? This is your first time, if I'm not wrong.
This is my first time to Lean Kanban India. I've been to India many times, been coming here fairly regularly for some other conferences and also for work-related issues. So, been quite happy to come here. And first experience with Lean Kanban India, as the a CEO of Lean Kanban, I'm involved in the network that we have as Kanban University. And so we're trying to really work on broadening and expanding the India market, and so it's great to see the excitement here. And this last week I've had the pleasure of teaching our Train the program to some newly aspiring accredited Kanban trainers along with Amit, and so it's been great experience. Been very intense, but we have a great group of new trainers, so it's excellent.
That's really good to hear, Todd. Yeah. So, Todd, you're also giving a talk called Exploring Little's Law.
Yeah.
So, it sounds very exciting. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah. Well, since my name is Little, it's not my law. It's J.D. Little, who developed a law in queuing, looking at queues, and a very simple law is basically saying relationship of the averages between throughput, work in progress, and lead time. So, it effectively turns out to be a means by which we can look at averages of cycle times and averages of how that relates to average throughput. It gives us a good indication of how the system is performing, and if the system is stable enough, it gives us a means by which we can predict the behavior of the system. And so it's turned out to be quite robust in as long as we understand the parameters by which it is operating. And so we're doing a little bit of experimentation with that in the workshop. And so explore it and then do some experimentation. So looking forward to it. And be some fun.
Okay, that's cool. So what is your thought about the practice of Kanban throughout the world? Is the industry extensively using Kanban now? And is it one of the most popular methodologies? What do you think about the practice of Kanban in India compared to the rest of the world?
So I think we've been exploring the Kanban method. We've been learning and adopting and improving it quite a bit over the last 10 plus years. We've learned a lot. I think still there's a lot of, and what we are seeing, we're seeing quite a bit of growth globally in at least the number of people who we are training. We're seeing 50 to 70% growth annually in the overall global market. We've seen some significant growth in India over the last few years, which has and a lot of that, I think, has been some multinational companies with offices here that have been doing a lot of private training. And so I think overall we're seeing growth. It's still, I think people are still discovering the power of Kanban. I think a lot of people still think it's a very, what they think about Kanban is stickies on a wall or just maybe the Kanban board in Jira. But I think it's when we actually get people into our classes, they come to realize how powerful the method is and how much really there is behind the Kanban method and what we can do with it. And when we get people who take our core training, when they actually use it, we see some amazing results. And so I think that's the power that I see, and what gets me excited is what we've been able to do in terms of getting, once people get really exposed to it and actually utilize it properly, there's an amazing amount that they can get done. So we're seeing growth. That's still a lot of people that are just barely familiar with it. Some huge opportunities, but we keep growing, and I think we're going to keep that momentum going.
Cool, thank you. And final question. So why should people attend Lean Kanban India? What will be their takeaway?
So I think we've got some great talks. I think as I said, a lot of people are new to Kanban and are just starting to understand what the power is. We've got some sessions that go from very basic sessions to quite advanced sessions, and I think the opportunity that's there is to interact with some of the global leaders. David Anderson is here giving a keynote. We've got Andy Carmichael as well, who's he's an author of the Essential Kanban Condensed Guide. So the two of them wrote that. So we've got some great people. It's been able to pull together a great international collection with some local speakers as well, quite a few that are really doing some real work in the Kanban space. So I think there's a lot of insights that people can gain from Lean Kanban India. It's been a great conference. It's organized quite well, and great opportunities here.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Todd. Very nice talking to you. And welcome to Lean Kanban India and India.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.